This is Leah with Backyard Homestead in Starkville, Mississippi, and we're out in the garden this morning. And later on, we're going to pick some of this red Russian kale. And we canned a bunch last year, and it was really, really good. So we are going to go ahead and pick this and eat some of it fresh, like we've been doing, but then can some of this as well to make room to transplant our peppers out into the garden. And this is our Hilton cabbage. And Alan picked this one. He beat me to it, and he picked the one where this was, and I just cleaned it up, and look how pretty that is. That's gorgeous. I'm about to cook him up for lunch. We're going to have a stir fry with some of our fresh Oregon sugar pods over here, and some fresh asparagus, and some fresh broccoli, and some carrots. So this is lunch today, and then we're going to get back out of here and work some more in the garden. But this was just too pretty to pass up. I had to show it to you. Okay, on this row, our cucumbers are starting to come up and climb, but they are starting to get tangled in with this kale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and pick this kale real heavy. Pick all these larger leaves and get them off the fence to give these cucumbers room to climb. And I'm going to take them down real low, down to maybe these very, very few bottom leaves, so the cucumbers can get up and established before this kale hopefully shoots back out and grows again. So I want the cucumbers to get up high on the fence, and then the kale to leaf back out down low. So I'm going to go through and do a big harvest on this kale, and we've been eating it, and it's delicious. So I'm going to take what I harvest today, and we're going to save some to eat for tomorrow, and I'm going to can the rest. So I'll come back and show you how much I got off this. And I'll show you what the row looks like after a heavy picking. We kind of back up and show the row now. And it's big and healthy. And even these great big huge leaves are delicious. They're tender. I haven't even been deveining them, taking the veins out. I've just been eating them just like this, and they're good. So this is what it looks like now, and I'll come back in a minute and show you what it looks like after I harvest all these greens. Alright, here's the row after I got finished picking it. I picked off all the big pretty leaves for us, and then I trimmed off all the lower leaves that were kind of not as pretty and gave them to the birds, so they're having a little kale feast over there. Let me show you what I got for us. There's our patio full of peppers. For us, I got this 5-gallon bucket full and this other tub full. And so I'm going to carry this in now and do a weigh-in. Well, I was going to try to put all the kale up here at one time, but it won't fit. So I got this bucket and put it up here, and it is 5.7 pounds. 5.7 pounds of the Siberian kale. I'm going to go get the other bucket. Well, it just changed to 5.69, but 5.7 pounds of the Siberian kale. I'm going to go get the other bucket and weigh it in. Okay, and then this bucket, this 5-gallon bucket, is 3.31 for a total of 9.01 pounds of Siberian kale. So 9 pounds of kale off that row, and I just picked the full-grown leaves, and it should flush back out, and we've been eating it too, so really, really pleased with the Siberian kale harvest. Okay, so I have washed this pile of leaves, this pile of greens, and then what I do is I just take them, stack them up neatly, make sure there's no blemishes, make sure they're good and clean, and I roll them up and then just slice them. And I put stems and all, and then we're going to put them in this pan and cook them down. And then the book, it says that you can steam them for 3 to 4 minutes, but I like them cooked a little bit more so more fit in the jar. And if you when we tried doing it a couple years ago by the book and only steamed them for 3 or 4 minutes, it left a whole lot of empty space in the jar. But when we cook them down, it does better. So we're going to cook these almost like they're ready to eat, and then pack them up in the jars. Alright, so my estimate was wrong. I estimated about 2, maybe 2.5. Alan estimated 4, and he was closer. But this is what we got out of that 9 pounds of Siberian kale. And the canner holds 7 quarts. So I'm just going to let these cool and then put them in the refrigerator. And then when I harvest the red Russian kale and get that ready to can, then I'll fire up the canner. But I don't want to run it for not a full canner of jars. But this is what we got out of the Siberian. Thanks for watching.